Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we are seeking shelter from a blizzard here at Misanthrope Homestead. After making the trek across the ice and interacting with the trader, judging by the time, as you can see, the sun is just going down, moon is coming up, so it's a good thing we have some shelter here. I think we need to go inside and settle down for the night. Okay, it's getting pretty dark. Now, we did bring a heavy item with us. We got this car battery. Can drop that. We're not particularly tired, unfortunately. So I'm wondering if I could get something crafted. We've got the furniture workbench that we're going to need to craft. In order to craft the regular workbench, we brought the vise over with us. Let's see if we can get an hour out of this.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Nice, we did get an hour done. It's going to take a total of 3 hours. Let's try one more. I don't have high hopes that this is going to work. No, we don't have enough light. Okay, we did get 1 hour done though. Is there anything else we can craft? It is awfully dark. I don't think there's much we can do. Could possibly do repairs. Can you do repairs in the dark? Let's take a look at our clothing and see what condition we've got here. Sort by condition, 87%. Everything's looking great. So really, it's actually a shame the weather is so bad. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay, well at least it's not a full-on blizzard. Although it is pretty close. Okay, what should we do? I think we'll just go to sleep. We might have to pass some time. Maybe I will, in order to get tired, let's go around the backside here so I'm sheltered by the wind. Maybe I'll just pass a little bit of time here just to get tired, and then we'll go sleep. Play some solitaire. Watch our tired meter go down. Ooh, the weather's actually calmed way down. I'm thinking about going and getting some salt.
Weigh me down.
There is a salt deposit here. And we killed the bear, right? Or no, actually this bear could be back. I can't remember. I don't think we've killed this bear. So he might be back. That could be dangerous if I get a salt deposit. Maybe let's just go to sleep and we'll start fresh in the morning when we have some daylight to actually see what we're doing. Kind of fill our way upstairs in the dark. Yeah, we're finally feeling tired. Can clear the junk while we're at it. Okay. Made our way to the bed. Let's get a drink. Get a good night's sleep. And then we can figure out what we're going to do in the morning. There's lots of options. I'm going to go for 12 hours. We're not tired enough for that, but we'll try 12. Let's see how far we get. Alright, good morning. We're fully rested and the sun is up, which means I can go back to crafting. I can work 2 more hours on our workbench. Before I do though, let's get a drink just to make sure we don't run out of hydration. We should be okay food-wise. We do have a bunch of food outside if we need to do that. But let's just finish off this this crafting bench.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
There we go. Okay. I really like the idea of having this here. We'll probably end up crafting 2 of these. So we do need to craft one back at the Quonset Garage. Okay, where are we going to put this guy? You might have to do some rearranging here, but for now, we'll put that here. It's kind of in the way, isn't it? Oh, the stairs. Let's make sure that now. Yeah, we can get by. Okay. We might need to rearrange things because it is a little bit cramped in here. little bit crowded. Let's move this table. Actually, yeah, I'm going to leave it where it is for now. We'll figure it out. Okay, this car battery I could probably set up here for now. Can we break down this TV? Or we could just take it. How about the end table? Okay, I got to break down. We could destroy this. Or we could move it upstairs. It's probably a better option. Do we already have a nightstand over here? Okay, we've got one there. Let's just set it here for now. And then the TV. Let's see if we can put that up here. Huh, that's backwards. It's okay. I mean, it looks like the screen's broken to me. Yeah, it's out of the way. That's the main thing. Okay, so we can now move this workbench kind of into the corner, I think. We can also, you know, let's craft, before we move it, let's see if we can craft this the other bench. We've got the, I've got the vise, I think, don't I? I'm pretty sure I brought it. Workbench. Oh, we need more cedar. Okay, so we do have the vise, but we do need some cedar. 15. We got to get 15 cedar in order to craft this. It doesn't show. Oh, it does. Okay. Workbench vise. Let's leave this here. Put that on the workbench. I don't think I have to craft it right now. By the way, I'm pretty sure I have the woodworking tools, right? Let's sort by weight here. Yes, okay, so I do want to bring these back. I want to bring them back to the Quonset. But let me see. In order to craft the... we got to craft the meat curing box as well. That's another high up on my to-do list. Where did you go? Workbench? Oh, I think I have to sort A to Z. There we go. And it's way at the bottom. Okay, so we do need the woodworking tools. Okay, that's... Tell you what, guys. Let's go do some exploring, because I want to get that salt that I mentioned on the back side. Let's drop these tools. Let's sort alphabetically. I think I picked up 2 pots, didn't I? Did we leave the other one outside? I think I may have left the extra one outside. We do have 2 pieces of cedar. We can leave those. Is there anything else we need to drop? We're just about out of water. Okay, that's going to be a priority as well. We got to make some water. Let's leave these tools here. And the scrap metal. Okay, nice. Let's get out of here. Looks like a pretty nice day here at Coastal Highway. Got a little sliver of cooked meat. Is that a stick? Oh yeah, we got a big pile of stick. Okay, how many sticks do I have? Because I do need to make a fire here pretty soon. Alright, let's go check the salt deposit. Wherever that is. Get our gun out, because I don't trust this bear. I've been attacked by him before. Okay, we've gone around this side of the island, and I didn't see a salt deposit, so I'm going to try to go around the back side this way. Alright, so my agenda for today, I would like to explore the Jackrabbit Island, possibly even make our way over to the other side of the map, where we have a fishing village, and there are some other places to explore. There's a cave. There is a trailer. You know, we could do some beachcombing. I don't want to go too far. Just trying to be wary of the bear, just in case. No sign of the bear. Okay, I think we found the salt deposit. And this is going to replenish over time, so the sooner we can get this harvested, the better. Is there another one? That might be it. Actually, I'm going to keep the gun out, just in case the bear comes. Get down low. Got some good deposits here. This is going to be so good if we can get that meat harvesting, the meat curing box. It's really going to help us to travel. And I think if you cure the meat, I do believe that it's not smelly. Like, you're not going to attract wildlife if you have cured meat. I could be wrong, but I think that is the case. This looks a little too steep to get up right here. Maybe if I do it at a bit of an angle, might be able to get up there. If I don't get a spray in here. Can I get up on this rock? Okay, no sign of the bear. Let's go drop off this salt, and then we'll go check out the Jackrabbit Island. There might even be a toilet over there, so I could get some fresh drinking water without having to make a fire. It'd be kind of nice. Really, guys, we haven't explored a big chunk of this map, Coastal Highway. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, another thing I gotta keep an eye out for is gotta harvest some logs. Now that we've got these woodworking tools. Okay, let's drop the salt right here. Okay, let's go take a look at Jackrabbit Island. Oh, you know what, guys? I need to make fire hardened arrows and water. So let's just get a fire going. If there's going to be jackrabbits at Jackrabbit Island, we're going to want to shoot them. Okay, we're going to get a fire started here. Grab some sticks, because we're going to need these to make the fire-hardened arrows. And I do need water as well. Okay, where did I put the other pot? I thought we had two. Was that the... Did we only have one after all? I guess we just had one. For some reason, I thought we had two. Okay, let's get this fire started. I do have one torch. We've got to be progressing pretty well on our fire starting skill to level 5. Any day now we should be reaching level 5, which will help us to get fire started quicker and more accurately. And they last longer too, I think. Okay, let's add some fuel. Let's get some water cooking. Okay, how long is it going to take to craft? Fire-hardened arrows. Oh, I don't have any crow feathers. I left all of the crow feathers back at the Quonset Garage. That's okay, because we needed water anyway. I'm just used to always having crow feathers. And then the one time I actually drop them off, that's the time I need them. It's just the way it works, I guess. Okay, I also need to cook some meat. So maybe I should add some more fuel here. I'll pass some time on these. I do need some more meat cooked. Drop these here. Okay, let's add some fuel. I had a comment once. Somebody was asking why I pick up the meat and then drop the meat and pick up the meat and drop the meat. And the reason why I do that is because in your inventory here, so I'll pick these up and show you. Just pick up a few of them just to make sure I get a small piece. Okay, so in my inventory, you can see all these different pieces. It actually shows their weight. So see, for example, this one is 0.78 kilos, but this one is a full kilo. These are different sizes. And so by picking them up in my inventory, that allows me, when I put it in the pot, I can pick the one I want, which most of the time is going to be the biggest piece. And then I drop them again so that I'm not attracting wildlife. So that's why I do that. And then when they're on the ground, you can just drag them onto the rock, but you can't drag them into the pot. Got to have them in your inventory to actually put them in the pot. Okay, 29 minutes on this piece. Let's just pass some time here. Okay, so I'm going to pick these up. They'll pick... See, I'm looking at the time right here. Time to cook, 36 minutes, but this one is 46 minutes. So we're going to go with that one. And those should be done right about the same time. We do need to add some fuel. Right about there should do it. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Okay, now I'm going to drop this other meat. Let me drop the cooked one here. Then we'll drop the raw meat here. And, okay, I am leaving my pot behind. Hopefully I'll remember that it's here, because we are planning to come back. Wow, it is a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Alright, I'm going to get a bite to eat before we head out. Just make sure we're topped off. We are thirsty. He's going to complain a little bit. That's alright. We'll head over to Jackrabbit Island. Do a little bit of exploring. I can see some crows, so we might be able to get some feathers.
Mouth so dry.
Man, it's a beautiful day to be on Coastal Highway. With some good visibility. We can even see the fire lookout tower barely off in the distance. Hey guys, okay, I may actually just use the rock to get these guys. Because I understand that the trader is rather fond of rabbits. Rabbit hides and things like that. So we may as well grab him over here. Okay, are there more than one rabbit here? Okay, we gotta find some feathers at least, right? Maybe hiding in the grass? Is there any feathers? Don't see any feathers. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get on this rock. Let's see if there are any more rabbits. That is it for here. Let's head across. Let's get our gun out. We're gonna check out Jackrabbit Island. You know what? I'll probably just take this rabbit with me. Because otherwise I'm going to forget he's here. He's going to deteriorate. Yes, I do see the wolves over there. They might want to come explore, find out what that smell is. I think they are coming towards me now. I do believe there is a house on Jackrabbit Island. And that will allow me to harvest the meat here. We've already been in that. Let's stay away from the ice that's gonna crack. Okay, so I gotta remember, I am attracting predators with this rabbit on me right now. Looks like there's a little bit of loot down there. Let me drop this rabbit. Check out what's over here. We got an ore. That's pretty cool. And some fish. Ooh, a hatchet. Nice. A hatchet. Another salmon. Can I grab this before I fall through? Yes. Let's drop the smelly fish over here. Nice. Okay, don't break through the ice. What is that? Cattail head? Oh, wow. Rifle cartridge. That is really good. A little bit of cedar. We may as well check the backside for salt deposits. I think I see one right there. Got some delicious sea salt. It's usually, you know, in real life, it is a lot of work to get sea salt harvested. A lot of people will, a lot of cultures will create these big pools. They'll fill these isolated pools with salt water and then just let it bake in the sun until the water evaporates until it's a sludge. Once it's a sludge of salt water, then they'll just finish it off by cooking it on a fire until it evaporates all out. You're left with the salt crystals. But otherwise, if you do it by hand from start, it takes so much fuel.
Something's gotta go.
It takes a lot of fuel to try to get that that water evaporated. Okay, let's make our way up to the top of the island here where I can drop the meat. I won't have to worry about the wolves coming. What is this? Cedar. Alright, I will... You know what? I'm going to harvest this. Just make sure we're not being followed. It's going to take 45 minutes. With, well, we got 2 hatchets now. We could use the 62% hatchet. Or we could just use our hacksaw. It's going to take more time with the hacksaw. We'll use this other hatchet we just got. Free from the ocean. New location discovered, Jackrabbit Island. So far, I haven't seen any jackrabbits, but I suppose they're here somewhere. I've got a little shack. I'm gonna grab these
Might have to drop some gear.
I'm a little bit worried about my vitamin C intake. Might craft up some rosehip tea. Okay, I heard something. Wonder if that was a jackrabbit. Still can't get over how nice it is today. Grab these. I do see some little rabbit prints. Look at those. So cute. Well, they know I'm here, obviously. Oh, there they are. This would be a good place to set up snares. Alright, little rabbit. Let me see if I can get ahead of you. Come on. There we go. Alright, I did see another one just run by. I think he ran up the hill even. Oh, there's another one down there. Let's drop this one. Thank you, little guy. Alright, these three rabbits is probably enough. We don't want to depopulate the island. I think I did see one run up here, but I'm going to leave him. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to actually harvest these guys outside. Try to save on our... what is that? Cabin fever. We'll get the meat harvested. Do we want the guts? Use our knife. Cougar claw knife. It's going to take 32 minutes to get everything. Don't really need the guts. I do want the meat and the hide. But I'll take the gut on this guy. We'll just leave it curing. I'll drop those. Alright, let's get the meat and just the hide this time. Looks like the sun is setting. Got twilight setting in. Okay, last one. Actually, I think the sun just went behind a cloud because it technically still should be pretty bright, but it seems like it got darker. Okay, I think we're done with these guys. All right, let's just grab these. We'll leave the rest for the dogs.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's make a fire over here. Where's a good place? Right here, maybe? Let's see, can we make a fire on this little hill? Maybe over here? I'm trying to find the most sheltered spot. I guess right by the door, maybe? I guess it all depends on which way the wind blows when a storm comes. I would think it would come off of the ocean. So ideally, we'd want it to be like right here. That's probably good right there. Alright, let's use our torch. Make a fire right here. And we may as well cook the meat we just harvested. Looks like we're going to sleep here.
Come on.
The meat should cook pretty quick anyway.
That's done.
Alright, let's grab this meat. Oh yeah, we got the
I'm not
fish.
sure I can carry much more.
Forgot about the fish. Let's move the gut out of the way. I'm going to cook the fish because, as I said before, I'm a little concerned about our vitamin C intake. Just pass some time here, I guess. But fish smells good. We got a little bit of salt we can use on our meat. All right, I'm going to add a little fuel here. All right, let's eat some fish. That filled me right up. 23 minutes. Okay. Take a torch. And I think we're going to go explore. Okay, new location discovered, coastal house, and coastal highway. Let's drop the gut to cure, and we got these hides. Can drop those.
This stuff will come in handy.
Got some trail boots. I may as well take everything. Any loot we find, I'll take that. We're going to take it back with us over to Misanthrope Homestead. Anything under the couch? Wouldn't mind taking another set of lights. Let's do this. We'll go into this mode.
I need to drop something.
It's a little bit on the heavy side, but I do like those lamps. Whenever we get an Aurora, those are going to light up. That's a new one. I don't think we have that picture, do we? It's kind of nice. Got some herbal tea.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Nice. We got some flour. Anything else? Can I take this toaster? I can. So those can be broken down for metal. Oh man, I do like that picture as well. I want to make sure I'm not too heavy, so got to kind of watch my weight as we're picking up things. Nice. Got some coffee. Got some more oil. That's good. I think I'll let this torch burn out, and then we'll switch to a lantern. So we just picked up another one. Alright, let's switch to our new lantern. Alright, did I miss anything? I think I got it all. Oh, we got a skillet. That's good.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah. Ooh, that's the torch I just threw. Okay. We've already searched that room. It's time to hit the bedroom. I think we already have that picture. Got a nice candy bar. Some cloth. Anything on the shelf or under the bed? Okay, I've got another lamp. I will take the lamp. I like that picture. I think we already have that. I have a copy of that already. Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but I had a poster like that in my room growing up. The artist, I think, was Brandenburg, if I'm not mistaken. He made lots of really, really amazing wildlife posters. All right. Almost 2 liters of water. That's good.
Feels like a lot of gear.
All right, we're going to give you a drink. There you go. Got some antiseptic. I think I will leave that. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've hit everything. So we're going to get some sleep. Let's put out our lantern. We got just a little bit of time left. You know what? Let me... what did we just pick up? We got some cloth, right? Got some clothing. We could harvest that. Try to get a little bit more tired. Oh yeah, we got the boots. Let's harvest these. Pass a little bit of time.
Something's making me feel tired.
And then we'll top it off with some water before we go to sleep here. Okay, let's sleep for as long as it will let us. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning. Sounds like there's a bit of a storm outside. Yeah. Let's grab our
drink.
Let's grab our gear. Yeah, we can get a drink. Got plenty of water now. Fully healed from any damage we took last night. Oh, you know what? I don't want to take the guts. We'll leave those curing. Those are going to attract wildlife. Alright, let's head out.
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
Okay, that is a problem. Let's go back inside. Well, let's get our stuff. Water's done. Let's get some breakfast. Okay, it's possible that that blizzard may have reset the items we find on the coast. Okay, I was going to look at the clothing. Let's harvest these. It actually sounds like the storm lifted just that quick. Anything else? Okay, I think we're good. It does sound quiet. I think the storm did change. Yeah. That's better. We don't need to bring anything else, right? Visibility's not great. Let me grab some wood here. Get some fur. Oh yeah, visibility is much better now. Are there any other logs here?
All this gear is slowing me down.
So there's a fishing village up there. I hear some crows. Where are you, crows? Maybe they're just flying by. Okay, I want to take this salt and the rabbit skins and all this wood. Let's take it back. to Misanthrope. Let's get our gun out, just in case. Make our way over to the island. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, let's check to see if there's any more feathers this morning. I'm really surprised. You know, sometimes I'll harvest a bear, and before I even begin harvesting, I'll get feathers. And then after I'm done harvesting the bear, there'll be more feathers. So I'm actually pretty surprised that we didn't get any feathers off of this dead body here. Ooh, something is washed up over there. Do have some more crow feathers, possibly. Maybe I'll drop some firewood here because I am heavy. I know I'm a bit on the heavy side. Let's sort alphabetically. Alright, let's go check out whatever's over here. No sign of the bear this morning. Is this a person or an animal? It's a wolf? It's a wolf. Do we want to harvest him? Get his hide curing, maybe? Why did he just die? 37% frozen. I'm a little confused because he is ravaged. Does that mean he's here permanently? I don't know. I think I'll take his hide though. 21 minutes. I'll probably leave the guts. Seems like we're not really hurting for guts these days. Ooh, sounds like a storm's coming. Let's hurry. Maybe, you know, I probably should have used a different tool. That's okay. Alright, we got the hide. You can hear the wind picking up here. Let's get inside. Well, that was pretty good. We got a bunch of loot from the inside of Jackrabbit Island. Inside the house. And then we also got the 3 hides from the rabbits. And we got a wolf hide. I got a bunch of wood. We're going to need that for crafting material.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Let's get our gun out just in case. I don't anticipate we'll run into trouble, but you never know. That sneaky bear could be anywhere. I don't know what his travel path is anymore. Kind of changed it up. Let me make sure I'm not smelly. Okay, let's grab this fur limb. Nice. Finding that hatchet. It's like we just got a bunch of wood for free, essentially. I don't mind using it so much. Okay, we made it back safely. Let's go inside, drop off our loot. And then I think I'm going to keep exploring. I'm really enjoying this. exploring. Let's get our pot back. And drop the cooked meat here. Okay, so we've got these rabbit hides. Let's put these here.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
And then we've got the wolf hide we can put over here. Let's get that curing. We did just recently get the recipe for making wolf skin pants, or wolf hide pants. Okay. It'd be nice if we had a container. Yeah, let's use this container. It's a little bit on the small side though. Let's see, how much can this hold? 20 kilos. I'm curious, what does a fridge hold? 40 kilos. Nice. So we're going to use the fridge. I do want to keep the wood for now. Is there any clothing I picked up? I think I harvested everything there. I got some food. Let's leave the salt here for now. And then... oh, we should leave the cooking skillet outside, probably. I'm going to leave a couple flares here. Can leave the extra hatchet. I don't know, do I want to leave it? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave it. We can just use our regular hatchet. We got all this nice lantern fuel. Let's put the extra lantern in there. I do want to top up our Spelunker's lantern. Sparky. Sparky the Spelunker's lantern. I think there should be a song about Sparky the Spelunker's lantern. It's kind of catchy. Let's refuel. I do believe we're going to be doing some spelunking here with Sparky. If we go across the ice. Okay, we do want to leave these items. I'll probably just place them though, actually. Let's leave some cloth in here. And the leather. We can leave the lantern fuel. And let's leave a sewing kit, 2 sewing kits. I'll take the rifle rounds. We need to take that back to the Quonset at some point. It's not that heavy. Anything else? I think the rest we can just drop. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the crafting bench here. I do need to see how much... You know what? Let's put the metal inside the fridge.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Let's clean up a little bit. We're going to put the scrap metal in here. And then... oh yeah, we got the battery. Let's take that. I'm going to put it... Whoa, so heavy. Alright, let's drop it. Move it over here where I know where it is. Got a nice collection going. Okay, let's get the woodworking tools and the vise. So to craft the workbench, what do we need? We need 15 cedar. Okay, I gotta remember that, 15. We got 6 so far, so we need 9 more cedar to craft that. And it is a little bit of a priority to me because I do want to bring the woodworking tools back across the ice to the Quonset. So it'd be nice to have a workbench and, let's see, a furniture workbench and a regular workbench here. And then we could bring the woodworking tools back across the ice where they belong at the Quonset Garage.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yeah, where are those tools? Let's drop these. We're going to leave these here for now. This is temporarily going to be our base, I think, until we, you know, what do I want to do with that? Let's put this over here. until we finish this project, I think. It's kind of my plan, is just to get things situated. So we kind of have 2 base locations, essentially. Okay, I do want to do some more exploring. And I'm looking at my weight here. I'm very heavy, so I do need to drop the skillet. Let's go outside. I'm going to drop the skillet on the fire pit. Let's place this here. And then, is there anything else I need to leave out here? I'll leave this here. Don't know if we need it or not. Okay, we have a bunch of wood, like just sticks, right? We can drop those here. We'll take 2. I always like to have a little bit with me. Get a bite to eat. Okay, let's go back inside and finish dropping off our gear. Okay, I imagine
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I imagine we have a bunch of water. Let's leave some matches here. How's our water situation? Ooh, I gotta drop those tinder plugs I just saw out of the corner of my eye. Okay, water, where are you? Here we go. Oh, we don't have that much. Let's leave the flour here. And the oats. And the potato. And we could leave some tea. That's probably good. I'll probably want to eat these sardines next. I think we're actually good to go now. 39 out of 45 kilograms. Do want to drop these. I'll drop these outside though. Don't really want to mess with those. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to place our decorations. That's why I'm so heavy. So we can put this in the corner maybe. Let me put that here for now, I guess. Right there. And we can place the picture maybe right here. We can place the toaster in the kitchen next to this toaster. Those are nice, so we can break those down for metal if we need them. And we got another lamp. We can place that in here. How about in the corner? Right there is good for now. Maybe a little bit over here. Okay, and then one more picture frame. Put that on the wall. Let's put it by the stairs. Okay. Let's head out.
Surrounded by snow, but nothing to drink.
Always thinking about drinks. This guy. Alright, let's get a bite to eat. Just to top ourselves off. Make our way across the ice. Maybe I could... let's head for the logging camp. Over there. Straight ahead. Although, you know what? We got to go through wolves if we go that way. I'm going to take a little bit of a detour. Try to go around the wolves. If we can. And we'll hit up the There's like a logging camp trailer over there, and then across the road from the trailer is a mine. And if we get an Aurora, we could actually drop down into the belly of the mine. There is an elevator. It takes electricity. However, it's pretty dangerous. If the Aurora ends, we could get stuck down there. But it shouldn't be for very long. And even if we get stuck, it may not be that bad because we could explore without the electricity that makes it really dangerous down there. There's loose wires and puddles of water that can electrify you. And then usually, I think within a day or so, there's another Aurora. So you're not in any real danger of getting stuck down there, I think. Unless you're like totally unprepared, you don't have any food or water, could be a problem. Okay, I do remember there's a deer carcass here, which we might want to harvest, or we could leave it as a feather farm. We're not hurting for food right now. I might just leave the deer. Try to get any feathers we can off of it. Let's check this little shack. I do want to mark that I've been here. So we're going to use our... wait, I want to use the spray paint. Put a mark on there. High up. Nice, and it shows up. I wasn't sure if the weather would be clear enough for that to work. You know, if that's the case, I'm actually going to map. I do have 2 charcoal. Let's open this up. Got a little bit of loot here. Nice. Another rifle cartridge.
Never would have thought to look here.
I'm going to leave both of those. In fact, I'm going to add to it. Let's add our tinder plugs. I will take the cedar. Let's get our gun out.
I need to find something to drink.
We need to get him a hip flask or something. So he can just secretly top himself up without complaining. He doesn't have to let me know he's thirsty. He can just take care of that. Right? Okay. Let's watch out for wolves as we go through the logs here. It's kind of cool they got them all chained together. Can I get over this? Okay, here's the deer I was talking about. Any more feathers? Have a look around. There is the cave or the mine that we want to check out. Let's go in the trailer. See if there's any loot in the trailer today. I think there can be some rabbits here. Now that we've got some feathers, I might be able to make some arrows again. Any rabbits? Thought I heard something. Got a burdock plant. Let me do some mapping here. Now that we're away from the fishing hut that we just mapped. Also, guys, the bear does patrol here. Maybe that's what I heard. Did I hear the bear? This is his road. Okay, I'm crouched down. I'm going to do a little bit of mapping. There we go. I'm getting this mapped out nicely. Okay, any more rabbits? There usually are rabbits here. I'm surprised, actually. Ooh, what do we have here? Cedar limb. That's what we need. Okay. We'll use our hatchet. I left the other hatchet behind, didn't I? Looks like the crows are back over the deer. Okay, I've got a new location. Trailer. Let's tidy up a little bit. Got a book. Flashlight.
I could use this.
I'm gonna take it. Don't really need it though, but we'll gather all the loot back to the Quonset Garage. Got some more books. Scrap metal. I'm going to leave the scrap metal. I'm going to leave the water purification tablets.
I think I can use this.
I'll take it, but I'm probably just going to drop it on the tabletop here where we can see it. Ooh, grape soda. That's good. Okay, I just picked up the antiseptic. Let's drop that. Put that on the table. Okay, let's head across the road. Check out the mine. Let's get our gun out. It is getting late. You know, I'm curious if we get an Aurora tonight. That would be pretty cool. If we head into the mine and we get an Aurora. I do want to check to see if more feathers have shown up. It's probably not likely, but they do. Like I said, guys, when I harvest a bear, they do show up sometimes. Okay, nothing. So let's just cross the ice. Keep an eye out for the wolves. Ooh, especially the bear. I'm worried about that guy. Hey, bear. Anybody here? Okay, I want to look around and see if there are any more logs to harvest before we go in. I think there's a good chance we'll get an Aurora tonight, and I kind of want to wait it out and see if we can trick one into happening. I'm not actually going to manipulate it anyway. I just kind of want to wait and see what happens mostly. Maybe I'll do some mapping here. How much? I'm down to my last piece of charcoal. I wonder if the mine will show up. If I map right here, is it going to show? Oh, I didn't even need to. Wait. Oh, that's the one we came out of. Okay, that's the wrong mine. The mine we're going to doesn't even show up on the map. That is weird. So this mine entrance over here isn't even showing. Maybe if I use some spray paint, we can get it to show up. Anyway, I have to remember to grab some more charcoal next time we have a fire. Okay, now it shows up. Just needed some spray paint, I guess. Sun is going down. Let's head inside. Take a look around. Okay, abandoned mine, Cinder Hills Coal Mine. Let's get the lantern out. Old Sparky coming through again for us. You know, you don't see these much anymore. I remember as a kid, we used to see these all over the place, and we somehow we'd get our hands on them as kids and play with them, mess around with them, made out of wood like that. You don't see them much anymore.
Could end up being
Ooh,
useful.
Nice. Pinwheel sweater. This mine has kind of a funny smell to it. It's almost like machinery grease, like heavy earth-moving equipment grease. Another hatchet. Some leather. Oh, you know what? It's probably the elevator. It's probably what I'm smelling. The stuff they put on the cables to keep them from rusting. Got a ladder here. I can't go up it though. What do we have here? Some gauntlets.
This stuff will come in handy.
25%. Those are kind of heavy. Got some coal. You know, I should keep an eye out for coal. I really wasn't paying attention as I came in. Got some old barrels. Got a flare. Granola bar. Oh, nice. Got a salt deposit. Yeah, we're not hurting for salt, that's for sure.
I might have to drop some gear.
Man, that was a lot of salt. It's one of the bigger supplies, I think, right there. Okay, so the elevator is back here. It's not going to be functional unless we can get an Aurora. But I might actually sleep a little bit. See if we can get an Aurora to happen. Another flashlight. Okay, so here by the elevator, let's put our bedroll down. Right here. I'm going to put out my lantern. If we get an Aurora, I'll probably end up dropping some of our gear because we are a bit on the heavy side. Let's drink a soda. In fact, I may as well drink all of them. How many sodas do I have? I wonder, can you eat salt? That'd be funny if that was an option. Okay, I don't see any more sodas. Oh yeah, we do have one more. Let's drink that. And And I do have some water here. Yep, there we go. Let's drink that. Okay, let's use our bedroll for 2. Let's go for 3 out. Wait, do I want to do anything? We can still have some daylight. Do I have a book? Man, I think I'm all out of books. We've read every book that we have. There's not really anything to craft. You know, I'm going to go outside. If we're going to be passing time, I don't want to get cabin fever. We can see the daylight up ahead. That's kind of cool. Let's just see if I can find my way by Phil out of the cave, the mine. I probably already made a mistake. I think we can do it. I'll drop my gear by the exit. I think that's a good idea. If we're gonna drop it at all, we may as well do it this way. And there might be a container. There's probably a container up here. I think my eyes are starting to adjust. But I can't see back this way. Okay, no container immediately right here, but we do have these ones. Let's use this locker. We're going to put all this salt in here. Look at all that salt. Then I did get some firewood, some coal. What else did I pick up? Pretty much any gear that we don't need, I'm just going to leave in here until we exit. Then I can just transfer everything all at once. Got these flashlights. Do I want to hang on to one? If we do get an Aurora, it'd be kind of fun to use. I'll leave the bow for now. And scrap metal. Okay, that should be good. Let's go outside. You know what? I'm already regretting putting the bow in there. I can hear you guys saying, why are you leaving the bow? You are right. I should not leave the bow. I feel naked without it. It was a mistake. Alright. I feel better now. I will get the gun out though. Okay, no sign of the bear. I'm gonna crouch down. Let's just pass some time, I guess. Let's do 2 hours.
Feels like night is coming.
Okay, so far no Aurora. Okay, we gotta go inside.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, that's too bad. I was hoping for an Aurora, but instead we got a blizzard. Let's see if we can place our bedroll without having to light our lantern. Let's get a drink. I'm going to sleep for 3 hours. Just in case there's a small chance we get an Aurora. I kind of doubt it, but it will be kind of fun. Alright. Let's go for 3 more hours. Nope. Okay. No Aurora tonight. Looks like we've survived 106 days. That's impressive. Let's go for 3 more hours. Let's just go, as long as it will let us. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, we'll pick up our bedroll. Unfortunately, no Aurora. It's too bad. Got a bit of a blizzard. Okay, I can barely see here. It's got a table. Here's our locker. Let's just move everything.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We're gonna make our way across the road. Let's go back to the trailer. There we go. That's a little more hospitable. We can at least get a little daylight through the windows here. I'm going to pass time by breaking this down, I guess. Oh, we've got another knife. I didn't even realize that. Okay. I think I want to leave our gear.
I can carry much more.
I'm going to leave our gear here. Let's move this by the door. Just leave all this salt here. Okay, is that everything? Leave that. We did get the flashlights. We can leave the flashlights. Yeah, I got another hatchet. We've got the knife. Let's leave that behind. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I can leave the wood.
I'm so thirsty.
Sorry to cut you off there, Will. What were you starting to say? Take a couple of those. Let's get our gun out. So this is nice. I know sometimes I get comments about why I'm always picking up sticks, and right here's the reason, guys. We've got a nice little stack if we need to make a home here for a night or 2 nights or whatever. I've already got a little stack of firewood all ready to go, and most of these were just right in my way anyway as I was walking. So it's really not... doesn't take too much time, and it certainly helps you out in the future. Let's see, like right here, there's a stick. I'm going to grab it. Didn't really go out of my way. Here's a couple more. But there we go, 5 sticks already. I do want to head out to the fishing village. And I would like to check out... yeah, I would like to check out these fishing huts as we go, if possible. Might not be a bad idea to travel on the road in case we run into the bear. I'll just kind of keep my eye out. Let's see if we find any black lumbering rocks. Oh, we got some wolves. I'm going to stay away from them. Don't want to mess with them. So that island over there, that's Jackrabbit Island. I maybe should have left a note that we left some gear back at the logging trailer, but Hopefully I'll remember. Just need to pick up our... It's mostly what? Salt? That's kind of the most important thing that we left there. And it's not even like we need it. The most important thing is that we harvested the salt so that it can begin to accumulate again. So we've got a fishing hut there, a fishing hut here. I do need to get some more charcoal, if I can remember. Got a little island right there that may have a dead body or some loot or something. Might be worth checking out. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen the bear. Let's leave a mark here. Okay, nice. I noticed over here we've got this area. Got that little cabin. It'd be nice to head up that way and check out what's up there. Maybe I'll head over to that other fishing hut. Ooh, that one's got a door. It's always nice when they have a door.
Someone's stash.
Yeah, I'll take the charcoal. That's nice. Anything else? Sardines. It's kind of ironic. They brought canned fish to a fishing hut where they hoped to catch fish. I don't know. Maybe they used it as bait. Okay, no sign of the bear. I do want to head over to this other hut just to put a mark on it. We'll search it and mark that we've already been there. Kind of fighting against the wind. Alright, let's get a mark on this one. Nice. I think we just have one more fishing hut that we know of that we haven't searched yet. Ooh, we got some good gear.
This'll come in handy.
Got some work clothes. Cedar firewood. I'm going to leave the scrap wood. Oh, nice. Got a fishing hook. Some chips.
I'll be hungry later.
More sardines. Let's get our gun out. Ooh, the weather has turned quite nice, actually. I'm going to map. Let me get down low. Okay. What do you think, guys? Do you think we're going to run into the bear today? You know, I'm going to head over to this island. Oh, we've got some birds right there. Looks like there's a deer across the ice. Let's see if there's a dead body, maybe a backpack. Dead body. Got 4 feathers, that's nice. And we got a sapling. I'll put a mark here that we have searched. Got another fishing hut over there. Let's check out this island.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, you're hungry? We got some sardines we could eat. I'm surprised there's no loot. It's kind of a big island. We'll mark this one as well. Okay, let's check out this fishing hut. Maybe we'll see something on the shore here. Be kind of nice if we found another fish. Is it just me, or is this fishing hut awfully close to the edge of the ice? Seems a little risky. Got a bridge over there. Might check that out. Boy, today is a good day. We've had a good catch. I've already got 3 cans of sardines.
I can always use more food.
More cedar. So we'll swing around and hit the fishing village. Seems like a good spot for the bear, don't you think? Kind of feels like we should be running into the bear. Hey, bear. Everybody here? Don't see the bear. Alright, let's get up to the road. We'll swing around and make our way to the fishing village, I think. Is there anything at the end of this? Another car or something? Got a rabbit. 2 rabbits. Looks like a dead end. Well, I do see a sapling though. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, let's head over towards the fishing village. Got some cedar. Oh, I should get my gun out. It's a little bit risky, isn't it? Right here, where I think the bear comes.
All I can think about is food.
Oh, wow. I just paid attention to that. Man, Will, thank you for telling me. I just about lost our well-fed bonus. Better eat some food. Man, I forgot all about that. Let's eat these sardines. That was close. And I would have been so upset with myself if I let our well-fed bonus run out here. Alright, let's get in this car. Seems like a bad location to harvest that cedar, right here where the bear tends to come.
Something's gotta go.
Ooh, nice. I should leave a mark on this car. Okay. This car is so far out of the way that I think it's worth marking. We've got a note. Scrawled musing of a survivor who was here before you. If you'd like to read that, you can. Do you guys like it if I read those? We're not playing the story mode, so they don't really pertain to what we're doing.
Use this.
But if you guys like that, if you want me to read those notes, I will. Let me know. Here, okay, here's one that actually applies to us, I think. This one should have a message pertinent to our survival situation. They're biting fierce right now. I can feel it. Meet me at my boat tomorrow. Early light. Okay, so now we have a hidden cache we can actually check out. That's right by the Quonset Garage. So that's good. We've got a mag lens.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
That mag lens is going to be huge for our survival. I think that might be the first one we've found. Can't remember. How heavy is this battery? It's not crazy heavy.
Too heavy.
Now we can still run. You'll be alright, Will. Nothing can catch us now, right? Take a little bit of a rest. Alright, this looks like bear territory. I'm actually really surprised we haven't found a bear yet. Think he would want to come down to the coast every morning and check the fish, rotten, smelly fish that's washed up on the shore. He'd want to scavenge whatever the wolves left behind. Although, you know what, guys? Wolves do hunt bear. You can find wolf hair and wolf remains in the scat of... Oh, sorry, a bear. You can find bear remains and bear fur in the scat of a wolf pack. So they do surround the bear and attack. Kind of like the timber wolves, I guess. Could do a little bit of jogging. Well, it's nice we've made it to the fishing village. Got a little bit of safety here. Need to kind of scout it out and make sure the bear's not walking through camp. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. Alright. If you've made it this far into the video, I would like to say thank you for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take just a minute. Press the like button, leave a comment. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.